Once you log in, it'll look something like this. So you want to go ahead and read through all this legal jargon here. When you're done, go ahead and hit agree. So next it's going to ask you to select your risk profile. So go over and hover over this and hit select risk profile. So here's when you're going to go ahead and select the investment model that you want to follow. So this is for Washington DRS Plan 3. So there's a few different portfolios here. You have income, which is the most conservative or least risky one available. And we have all the way up to 100% equity. So you can choose any one of these that you want to. And you also, if you wanted to change your mind and go from, say, income to moderate or vice versa, you can do so at any time. Now, if you're not sure how you want to be invested, just go ahead and click this risk assessment button. It's going to ask you a handful of questions. Now, once you get done with this, it's going to tell you which model would be a good fit for your situation. All right, so now that we submitted that, you can see in the bold here, it says, based on your answers, please see the highlighted model below. So we see here that it's showing us moderate strategic is recommended. So let's go ahead and click on that. It's also showing us that moderate semi-tactical would also be a good fit. For this example, I'm just going to stick with the moderate strategic plan. Let's go ahead and hit submit. So this next section is completely optional. If you don't want your money being invested in a certain category, you can go ahead and unselect the box, and then the model will adjust accordingly to keep your money out of that sector. So for example, if you decide you don't want your money going into any kind of China funds, or maybe you want to stay out of Europe, or perhaps you just wanted to stay out of small cap funds, you could go ahead and uncheck these boxes, go ahead and hit submit. But for most people, if you're like me, and you just want to put your money in anything that's going to help make you money, you go ahead and leave all the boxes checked and go ahead and submit. And there you have it. Once that's done, it's going to give you your exact allocation. So it says based on my moderate portfolio, I should go ahead and put my money into these different areas. Keep in mind that we're never going to put money into any kind of targeted funds, asset allocations, or employer stocks. So you're not going to see any targeted funds in here. You're not going to see the WSIB or TAP fund available. Now you notice next to some of these funds that it has this thing called a proxy. So a proxy is basically a supplement or an alternative. So if you scroll down here, it will show you what the proxies were. So it's just basically saying that the model wanted to put 8% in a foreign large blend, but our records indicate that you don't have this option. So the next closest thing is the global equity. All right, so every time the model wants to put money in something that's not available in your plan, it's going to create a proxy or the next best thing. Now, these proxies really show you the difference between using in your own IRA account versus employer-sponsored accounts where you have limited investment options. If you want to change your model, go in here and hit change profile, and it's the same thing. If I want to go to conservative, I just click on that, submit. I want to keep all the funds available to me, hit submit, and boom, you have your instant changes on how you should invest your portfolio. So now that you have your recommended portfolio, all you have to do is go into your accounts. Now, all accounts have a hyperlink here of where to log into. So go in here, log into your account. You can go ahead and place the trades, and then you'll be on your way.